Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Sedona International Film Festival. I'm your host, Carol Kahn. We are celebrating our 31st anniversary, and we'd also like to thank our sponsors of the film festival, our title sponsor, Mercedes-Benz, along with BMO Bank, the Golden Sign Gallery, the Kling Family Foundation, and a whole bunch of other sponsors and hoteliers, restaurateurs, and volunteers who year after year contribute to this festival. We are so grateful for you being a part of this. And we bill ourselves as the Filmmaker Film Festival, which we just love year after year again, that all these filmmakers come from around the world. But Q comes right here from Flagstaff, Arizona, so it's just right in our backyard.
Yeah.
So welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
It's awesome to have you. And what is your film this year?
This year it's Designed by Disaster.
Okay.
And it's a film that chronicles a close friend's story from going through a disaster to a design that revolutionized the traction industry, basically. Yeah, and the company is based in Flagstaff, and second generation Flagstonian, I guess you could say. And yeah, it was just a great honor to be able to tell the story.
Wow. So you're no stranger to this film festival,
I'm not.
or also to films.
Yeah.
So how many times have you been to the Sedona Film Festival?
I was thinking about that. I believe it's over 5. My first film I ever made was shown here, and it was the first film award I ever received. So it's always a great honor to be an alumni of this festival and to come down and enjoy the nature, the films, the everything, and you all just do an incredible job with the festival. It's just seamless an experience, and it's really an honor, and I appreciate how the hospitality you all bring to us.
Thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you. I mean, Patrick Schweiss just runs this. It's a seamless event, right? You just never know. And, even here in the media room, I mean, we talk about it all the time. It's like it's so seamless now.
Yeah.
And nobody knows anything. If there's anything going on behind the scenes, nobody knows. And there really isn't anything behind the scenes.
Yeah.
We just know what we do every year. But it is an amazing festival. So thank you for saying that.
Yeah, absolutely. It truly is one of the best festivals I've ever attended, and it's the premier festival for filmmakers. You all just really brought the red carpet for us.
Thank you. Well, we're going to roll out your film in just a second, so let's watch your trailer.
Excellent.
We knew we wanted to do a big climb, but nothing too crazy. We were going to work our way up to it.
Got onto the shoulder, and we at that point felt kind of proud of ourselves. And we said this phrase that I never say on climbs anymore, which is we're home free. And then that's when the shit hit the fan.
You are near death or you suffer catastrophe, that's hard-earned wisdom.
That feeling of being given a second chance, it really just kicked me in the pants. Like, nobody gets this like you do. This needs to be addressed.
Denny and his grandpa, Bill Gore, shared this capability to see a problem and envision a solution.
This is the place where it all began for him with Cthulhu. This is the origin story for it.
I felt like the world needed this, and I was just gonna figure out how to do it. And that was kind of where the whole ball of yarn started unrolling, right?
NQ, I am familiar with that company, but I did not know exactly what they did because you hear all about it. But again, I see their name really a lot, and so I wasn't really sure what they've done. So this is basically the story of the company and how it started.
Yeah, the founder's story.
Yes.
So it's his story. So 30 years ago, he had an accident that should have killed him, but it didn't. And he took that second chance, and he really, with that, was driven to solve a problem within the outdoor industry around traction, and reinvented how traction devices work with soft shoes, essentially. Before that, it was a very rigid mountaineering style boot and kind of an erector set for how you went around traction. And now you have devices that allow you to walk your dog or head into the mountains, in your approach shoes. And it just really created a opportunity for more access into the mountains. And Danny's backstory and his family's backstory is always around the power of potential of people and what they can invent to better humanity. So it was truly an honor to be able to tell a little part of his story and the company's story.
Well, and I think it's also unique too because you're Flagstaff based,
Correct.
so are they. So it's almost like there's this partnership that you now have together that you're able to tell a story of somebody that's almost like right next door.
Absolutely, and Danny and I are adventure friends of 2 decades, and so it was a unique opportunity to tell a close friend's story. But then we had the producer Paige and our editor and cinematographer for the American side, Chris Cressy, and those two, along with myself, were able to really make sure that the piece was objective, as I was a little close to it, and I knew that going in, so there was a lot of opportunity, and the team as a whole really offered so much help in crafting the story and doing justice to Danny's unique timeline and story.
Curious of questioning, like doing an interview with Danny because you've known him so well. Because I know as a fact, when I sit and try to interview a friend, it goes sideways just because I don't know what that is. A friend doesn't I know what they've done, but they don't want to answer, or they answer in a weird way. And so do you find that when you were interviewing Danny, or was it pretty normal for you?
It was good. The writer and I sat down and really crafted the questions, and we had some bullet points, and we knew there was things that we really needed to convey. But yeah, absolutely. And I'm a verbose, long-winded human, so it was maybe a 3-hour interview, but we kept it on point and in our lane.
Well, good. I know sometimes you have to do that, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So has your film been shown here in Sedona yet?
Yeah, it showed Wednesday, and it's part of the Shorts block, the Shorts 2 documentary block, and then it shows again today at 4 p.m. in the Harkins 1 Theater. So for those that would like to come see it, I do believe there's still tickets.
Okay.
They could see it today at 4 p.m. And then we will be bringing it online in the middle of March. So the film will be coming online through my channels and Catula's channels, and people will be able to see it there too.
And could you give specifically the channel that people can reach out to? So
Absolutely, Catula.com or my website, qstories.com, and we'll both simultaneously broadcast that and get it out to the world when we do bring it out.
Awesome. Well, Q, it's such a pleasure to have you back again. Thank you for bringing amazing stories to this festival year after year when you come here. So we just love having you. So thank you.
Thank you, and thanks to everybody, the volunteers, the festival staff that put it on, and those out in the audience. Really appreciate the opportunity to share these stories.
Well, it's great having you here.
Thank you.
And don't forget to follow us on social media, Sedona Film Fest, as well as on Facebook Live. As throughout the day, we have more and more filmmaker interviews coming up, so stay with us.